Laundry trying to find an open route. Passed over to Tripp. Tripp with possession of the ball. Passed over to Puzo. Puzo over to Clopton. Over the shot, scored! And I believe that will be, as it's hard to see from here, it's going to be a very close shot of seeing who scored. As we have the replay here, we have Puzo with a shot over to Clopton. And it's going to be a shot from number 29. Paul, who's our number 29?
That's Victoria Piero with the opening goal for the Big Blue, giving them the lead 1-0 under a minute in, and the Big Blue have already scored. Just an incredible start to try to push them to the second round.
43 seconds in, an impressive goal made by Piero, and it's 1-0 your Big Blue. And we're back underway. Laundry with the ball for the Big Blue. With a pass over to Puzo made successfully. Over to Ciciotti. Ciciotti taking a pass blocked by Breton for the Spartans. Breton trying to find an open teammate. Finds Roy. Roy with a hefty pass going way far and over to Wald. And with that, it's going to go over to Damati. Over to Clopton. And it's going to be fought for behind the net. Picked up by the goalie. And I believe that is going to be Salia, the goalie for the Spartans. 10:27 left in the first period. Swampscott 1-0. And with the pass blocked, picked up by Laundry for the Big Blue. Fighting for it, losing control of the ball. Puzo with a steal. Whistle is blown. It is going to stay the Spartans. And with a pass over to Salia. Passed over, taken away by Puzo for the Big Blue. Puzo with a pass over to Ciciotti. Ciciotti over to Clopton, and the shot off the post. Rushing after is Keeney. Keeney over to Clopton. Over to Laundry. Loses footing, gets right back up. Passed over to Clopton once again. 9:16 left in the first. Looking for an opening or a teammate to pass to. Finds Tripp. Goes a little bit out and whistle is blown. Actually, wait, no, whistle is not blown. Tripp is able to get the ball, keeping it for the Big Blue. Pass over to Clopton. To Ciciotti. 8:50 left in the first. Pass over to Laundry. Laundry loses control, fighting for it right in front of the net. And whistle is blown. Swampscott keeps the ball near Spartan's goal.
The Big Blue have definitely held on to possession for most of the first quarter so far as they look for their second.
And with the pass over to Clopton behind the net to Laundry. Blocked. Laundry again with the ball. Shot, scores! Laundry with the second goal of the game for the Big Blue, and the Big Blue are up by 2.
An incredible play from Laundry, giving them the lead 2-0 after much commotion, and right in front of the goal will lead to the second goal of the game for the Big Blue.
Back at center field once again for the third time in about 3 minutes. Excuse me, that is actually going to be, I believe, 4 minutes as I lost sense of counting. As we're back at center field once again for another face-off. Swampscott with an early lead, 2-0. And it's going to be a close one, but it's going to be picked up by the Spartans. Poked away, and whistle is blown as Clopton has the ball and still going for it as Big Blue keeps it. Looking for an open teammate. Finds Laundry. Laundry being shown defense, passes over to Clopton. Passed over to Puzo. Puzo with a hefty hit. And it's picked up by, and it's going to be picked up by Salia. 7:35 left in the first period as the clock is just going to continue to run.
Looks like it's going to be a penalty shot here for Puzo. An incredible opportunity to get their third goal of the game.
Puzo with the shot. Scores! And it's a 3-0 game. Puzo with the goal, making it 3-0 for the Big Blue.
An absolutely outstanding game here for the Big Blue to kick it off, not even halfway through the first quarter. And they're up 3-0 with the incredible shot from Chloe Puzo. As we'll go back to the center for another face-off.
Back at center field once again for the third time. Actually, wait, no, this is the fourth time. Yes, the fourth time only in the first period. Whistle's blown. Spartans get the ball immediately. And it's going to be picked up by Hefferman. Blocked off by a Swampscott defender. Clopton with the ball. 7:10 left in the first. Clopton bringing it down center field. Down by the 40, going towards Spartans territory. Clopton going all the way, looking for a shot, but is not going to go for it. Fakes him out. Pass misses over to Laundry. I'm looking at the wrong sheet here. Picked up by Tripp. Over to Keeney. Over to Clopton. Over to Ciciotti. Excuse me, that is actually Piero. Piero with a shot off the stick of the goalie. Picked up by Puzo. Puzo blocked and picked up by Breton. Passed over to Wolens. Excuse me, I believe that is Wolinski. Passed over, going into Swampscott territory.
We have not.
Boslate.
We have not seen much of possession from the Spartans as they will try to score here. As the Big Blue have held possession for most of the game so far.
As with a pass from Burke over to number 18, it is going to be Samowicz. Passed over to Hefferman for the Spartans. Trying to find an open route or a chance to score. Being shown the defenders, picked up, shot. Is there a shot? No, it's going to be Damati, and I believe it is Damati and Quagrello going to show defense. Picked up by Samowicz.
This is a great defensive play from Quagrello and Clopton to force the Spartans to reset. Can they score a goal here with 5 minutes left of the first quarter?
LaPrade with the ball for the Spartans. 4:57 left in the first. LaPrade looking for the shot. He's going to slow down, try and find an open teammate. Whistle is blown, and I believe it is going to... Play is just going to resume as shot goes wide. Looking for a shot to score off the top. And whistle is blown. I believe Swampscott's keeping the ball. If not, it's going to go to the Spartans. As it's a penalty shot, goes wide off.
Another tough break for the Spartans as they try to get their first to cut the lead to 2. It's not looking good as the Big Blue will take it down the field.
Tripp with the ball. 4 minutes in left in the first period. Over to Clopton. Clopton rushing towards the net. With a pass over to Keeney. To Piero. Piero shot scores! And with that, 4 consecutive goals for the Big Blue.
That's going to be Piero's second goal of the game, making herself well known with 3:45 left of the first quarter.
4 consecutive goals, 3:45 left in the first. Swampscott is definitely showing off how fast they can be. They really want to get into the second round with the boys lacrosse.
As the Big Blue have definitely picked up the pressure here with the playoffs on the line as they try to make it 5 goals in a row.
As we're back at center field, 3:45 left in the first. The periods are definitely going fast. And it's going to be picked up by, whistle is blown, picked up by nobody, but Spartans are going to get the ball. Pass over. Excuse me, as I lost the number of who had it. Picked up by number 13. As is going fast, over to 23 now, over to Burke. Burke behind the net of the Big Blue. 3:13 left. And a pass over to Tata. With a hefty catch, but dropped. Clopton and Correa fighting for the ball. Picked up by Wolsink. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong. Over to Simikowitz. Once again, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Looking for a shot, blocked off. Whistle is blown. As it's 2:37 left in the first. Swampscott up by 4. Paul, it has definitely shown that Swampscott has came here to win.
Swampscott have definitely showed up on their home field to get the win, nothing else, as there will be a penalty shot for the Spartans.
And that is going to be Kaplan with the save for the Big Blue. Passed over to Keeney. I was correct, that was a pass over to Keeney with a pass from Wald over to Ciciotti. Ciciotti running as fast as he can towards the goal. Looking to score off the side and goes out of play. 2:03 left in the first. Swampscott keeps possession of the ball. Picked up by Ciciotti. Puzo save made as it hits off the stick. And it's going to be picked up by LaPrade. And whistle is blown. Play is presumed dead. 1:45 left in the first period. Swampscott up 4-0. Plays back underway, but presumed dead. Back underway again with a hefty pass over to Roy. Roy at center field for the Spartans. 1:27 left in the first. Whiffs it, and it is picked up. Passed over to Puzo. With a pass over to Ciciotti. Whistle is blown once again, and I believe Swampscott are going to have a penalty shot. And it's going to be Sophia Ciciotti going in for the shot. Passed over to Clopton. Excuse me, that is actually going to be Tripp. Over to Keeney. Now over to Piero. Over to Laundry. Laundry with a slight pass, but it's going to be picked up by Salia.
The Spartans were going to slow it down. No reason to rush here.
40 seconds left in the first period. Patty with the ball. Picked off by Clopton, and Swampscott has possession. Going towards the goal. She shoots over the edge. 27 seconds left in the first. Swampscott still up by 4. It is going to be the Spartans' ball, picked up by Bosley. 10 seconds left. She's going to just jog it down. As it's actually picked off, I was looking at the wrong person. 3 seconds left. And with that, it's going to be the end of the first period. Swampscott Big Blue with 4 consecutive goals. We are now going to send it down to Joseph Blood, who was up here recently for the boys' game, but now is going to do the ground report. Joey, it has definitely been a one-sided game for the girls' Aztecs. It's 4-0.
Hello, and you can see that I'm on the field. I'm Joseph Blood. I'm back here at Bloxage Field. This is girls lacrosse. As you can see over there, the teams, they're splitting up. Alex, you want to get a camera on that quickly? As you can see, the teams, they're going into some sort of timeout, but it's really just a break. It's been phenomenal from both of these teams. It's 4-0 on the board. That's 4-0 Swampscott, as we can tell. It's been great from both of these girls, from both of the girl teams that we've seen thus far throughout this game. And we'll be going straight back to Josh and Paul.
All right, thank you, Joey. We'll be right back after this little break. Your Swampscott Big Blue leading 4-0. And we are back for a second period of action. Your Swampscott Big Blue leading a 4 consecutive gold lead against Oakmont Spartans. And we're going to be going back into lacrosse action. 12 minutes of reset on the board. Second period, still anybody's game. Swampscott is having the upper hand here, still having up by 4 points. And as the sun begins to set down over the horizon here in the small town of Swampscott. As we're back at center field. And we're back underway. Laundry going for trying to pick the ball away from Spartans, but is going to be picked up by Burke for Oakmont. And it's going to be passed over to LaPrade. And looking for a shot. Goes wide. Kaplan with the save.
Kaplan has been a very good goalie this year for the Big Blue after an all-star season, not allowing many goals in overall this season.
And with that, whistle is blown. A yellow card is going to be thrown up into the air. I'm not sure what the yellow card is, but it's definitely not good for the Spartans.
That'll be a 1-minute ejection for number 23. That will be Burke getting subbed off now for the next minute and a half.
And with that, it's kind of a power play for the Swampscott Big Blue as we have Tripp with the ball near the 50. Well, at the 50. And tipped off, but picked up right back by Tripp. Try to go for an attempted pass to Piero. Whistle is blown. Swampscott keeping the ball. Tripp going at the 20. Pass over to Laundry. Laundry rushing in. Scores! And with that, it's 5 consecutive goals for the Big Blue. 5-0 with 11:08 left in the second.
The Big Blue have looked like a completely different team. 5 consecutive goals in a row. As who scored that, Josh?
Avery Laundry with his 5th goal of the game. And with that, the crowd is riled up. Back at center field once again for the 7th time, I believe. Play is back underway as fighting for Laundry once again with the ball. Laundry rushing down by the 25-yard line, looking for another chance to score. Shoots, goes wide off and into the net. Definitely the wrong net. I think everybody's trying to go aim for the small orange one. That's by the 5-yard line. But with that, it's going to be the Spartans' ball with 10:41 left in the second period. And with that, I'm going to believe it is number 7, which is Hooper, carrying the ball for... No, Hooper now has the ball, but is being picked off by Burrs. Whistle is blown. Swampscott gets the ball right back. 10:25 left in the second. Swampscott up 5-0.
The Spartans have definitely been struggling offensively, not being able to get many passes off, as mistake after mistake will lead to the 5-goal deficit.
And with a lot of picking the ball off of each other and taking it away, it's going to be Piero trying to get the ball going off, and Swampscott keeps possession as it hits the stick of the Spartans. Piero being double teamed, looking for a teammate to be open to. Finds Ciciotti. Ciciotti goes. Scott. Oh, and it goes over. It looked like it was going to go in. Saves it from going out of bounds is Puzo, I believe. With that, it's going to be Piero behind the net. Over to Tripp. Tripp shoots, scores! And with that, it's a 6th consecutive goal lead for the Big Blue.
An absolute one-sided game for the Big Blue, being up 6-0. Definitely be a tough task for the Spartans to come back, as they'll definitely need to get something going offensively. With 9:34 left of the second quarter, your Big Blue are up 6-0. Swampscott
is definitely showing the heat here tonight at Boxage Field, as the boys have won 11-4, and hopefully it might or might not be a blowout game for the girls.
It's definitely looking that way, but do not count the Spartans out yet, as there's still plenty of time left of the game.
Back at center field with the Big Blue and the Spartans. 9:34 left in the second. And with that, it's going to be a whistle blown. Big Blue ball. And it's going to be carried by senior graduate of 24, Coco Clopton. Clopton with the ball rushing towards the net at the 25. Slowing the game down to her pace. Whistle is blown, and it's going to be checking against the Spartans, I believe. And with that, Coco Clopton might be getting a penalty shot. Now the play is just going to resume. As looking for an open teammate. Finds Tripp. Over to Keeney. To Ciciotti. Over to Piero behind the net. Over to Puzo. Back to Clopton. 8:25 left in the second period. Swampscott up by 6. Over to Laundry. Ball is hit loose. Whistle is blown. Swampscott gets it right back. Laundry with the ball. Laundry with a pass over to Tripp. Tripp stumbles, picking up by Keeney. That is given to Laundry, picking up by Tripp, taken away by number 24, Patty, going near the 50-yard line. Ball is tipped out. Spartans keep the ball. Patty keeping possession, passing it over to Hefferman. And with that, Spartans keeping the ball. Hefferman bringing the ball for the center field. 7:30 left in the second period. 6-0 Big Blue. And it's going to be over to LaPrade. LaPrade being shown some Big Blue defense, as it's passed over to Hefferman. Hefferman looking for an open teammate. Finds, shoots, goes a little bit off. Gets to the designated teammate. But Pierre's there trying to block it. A hefty shot over to Hefferman. Ball is going far back, picking up by Clopton. Clopton's going all the way over at the 30. Looking for a chance to shoot. Going to pass over to Puzo. Puzo up to the net, scores! And with that, it's 7 consecutive goals for the Big Blue.
So that was a great pass from Clopton that led to the 7th goal of the game for the Big Blue, as Puzo will get another goal, making it 7-0 for the Big Blue.
It is starting to become a one-sided game, mostly leaning towards the Big Blue. But with that, we still have 24 minutes left after this period to play.
There's still plenty of time, but it's looking more and more unlikely as the Spartans have been unable to find anything against the Big Blue defense.
And with that, back at center field with 6:37 left in the first half. We are back with Tripp with the ball for the Big Blue, being picked up by the Spartans. Spartans keeping the ball as whistle is blown. Burke rushing in, trying to find an open teammate, finds number 18, which is going to be Samowitz. Passed over to Correa. Over to LaPrade. LaPrade overshoots it to the teammate, saves it. Is Hooper. But whistle is blown. I believe the Big Blue are going to keep the ball. 5:57 left in the second period. With a pass over to goalie Kaplan. Passed over to Piero. Piero gets past one defender with a hefty pass over to Keeney. Picked up by number 16 is Hefferman. Over to LaPrade. Whistle is blown. With 5:23 left in the second. LaPrade with the ball. LaPrade looking for an open teammate or a chance to score, as there's many open opportunities. Bounced over, going way past, over to, I believe it's Burke. Looking for a chance to score, picked off, and it goes in. I think it is, and it's going to be number 13. It's going to be Julia LaPrade. And the 7 consecutive goal lead stops there as they are up by 6. It is 7-1, Swampscott.
A much-needed goal offensively for the Spartans, as it will now be 7-1. Not looking likely, but there is still a chance for the Spartans to make a comeback.
We still got 26 minutes and 58 seconds left until the game is over. Both Clopton and LaPrade at center field. 4:58 left in the second. And it's going to be picked up by Clopton for the Big Blue. Clopton at the 30. Looking for an open teammate. It's going to be passed over to Ciciotti. Over to Piero, behind the net. And it's going to be passed over to Puzo. Puzo over to Keeney. Keeney to Tripp. Keeney back to Clopton. It has done a full circle around the net. Back over to Laundrie. Laundrie over to Clopton. Ball is stripped in. It's going to be a whistle blown. Going to stay here with the Big Blue, and I believe it's going to be looking up for a penalty shot. I am not sure.
It looks like it will. Clopton very good when it comes to penalty shots. Can she score the 8th goal for the Big Blue?
And I don't believe it's going to be a penalty shot, as it looks like it's going to be a regular play with a pass over to Laundrie. 3:53 left in the first half. A pass from Tripp over to Keeney, over to Ciciotti to Piero behind the net. And a pass over to Laundrie. Ball is loose and picked up by LaPrade. Passed over to Burke. Whistle is blown. Spartans keep the ball. Trying to find another opportunity to score. Picked off, and it's going to be staying with the Spartans. 3:14 left. Picked up, and it goes over the net.
A great defensive play from number 19 for the Big Blue. Quagrello led to the high shot, but it will stay Spartan ball as they try to get their second goal of the game.
2:57 left in the second. Swampscott's ball, and it's going to be Bliss with the ball for the Big Blue. Pass over to Kaplan. Kaplan taking her time looking for an open teammate. And it's going to go to Clopton. Clopton with the pass over to Laundry. Whistle is blown as a forward check goes in. Big Blue gets the ball at the orange line. And I believe this is a penalty shot. No, but it's picked off, and it almost goes to Tripp. Excuse me, no, that is going to go to Keeney. Over to Ciciotti behind the net. Over to Puzo. Whistle is blown. As not sure what the call is, but it's going to stay with the Big Blue. Over to Puzo. 1:44 left in the first half. Swampscott up 7-1. Puzo with a pass. He's supposed to go to Laundry. Does, but is met by numerous Spartan defenders. Picked up by Tripp. Over to Laundry. Laundry over to Puzo. Puzo to Clopton. Whistle is blown. Staying here once again. 1 minute and 19 seconds until the half. And it's going to be Clopton with possession of the ball. Clopton trying to find an open route. Finds Keeney. Keeney over to Piero. Piero to Ciciotti behind the net. Whistle is blown. And it's going to stay with the Big Blue. Passed over to Tripp, misses, but goes to Laundry to pick it up. Going for a shot. And he almost went in. Wrong swift of the kick of the foot, and it would have been a own goal. 22 seconds left in the half. Picking up by Collette. Whistle is blown. Spartans keep the ball. 10 seconds left in the half. Carrying it is going to be Collette. And with that, it's going to be the end of the first half. Swampscott leading up by 6, 7-1. We're going to send it down to Joey. Joey, definitely a very impactful first half. How do you think it went down there?
And welcome back down to the field here. I forgot to mention my name earlier. I'm Joey Blood. I was in the last live stream, but I was one of your announcers. This has been a really, really good quarter for both teams. It's been the first time that we've been able to see it's the first time we've been able to see the away team score a goal, but the home team has 7 goals. And that's quite a large number difference. If I'm being honest. But other than that, both of these teams have played great defense, great offense, made for some amazing plays. You know, the list goes on. I can't fully explain it all. It's just, it goes on and on and on. Well, thank you for that. I hope that Paul and Josh have something else to say in the booth.
All right, thank you, Joey. And with that, with the last 4 minutes and 12 seconds of this half, we are going to take a short break to recatch our voices. Paul is going to take over taking over play-by-play as I take over color commentating. We'll be right back.
as we are back for the second half of the game with the score being 7-1 for Swampscott. Let's see how the Spartans, how they can come back and try to make this a close game again. As Clopton will take it for the Big Blue, and the number 4, Korea, will take it for the Spartans.
As you mentioned, Paul, it is a 7-1 game, but if the girls are to close the deal with this game, they'll be facing the winner of Linfield versus North Reading girls lacrosse team, and they would be home. So it wouldn't be the last of us here yet until that end game if the girls are to presume to win the second round. And we're back underway.
That's what we're hoping for, as Tripp will start with the ball for the Big Blue. Tripp over to Piero. Piero to Laundry. Laundry inside. That's Clopton. Clopton with the pass to Tripp. Tipped as whistle is blown. It looks like it's going to be a penalty shot for the Big Blue.
It's like as it looks like, Paul, all these setups are looking like penalty shots, but sometimes they are not, as the pass goes over to Puzo.
Puzo as the whistle will be blown once again. Puzo passes over to Ciciotti. Ciciotti behind the net to, looks like Piero. Piero, dangerous passes, intercepted from the Spartans. Looks like it's number 14, Suarez, taking it. Number 4, that looks like it's going to be Korea taking it. Korea over to Tata. Passes out to Korea. Korea to LaPrade. LaPrade with the ball. Passes back to Korea. Korea back to LaPrade.
And it's a friendly game of catch between the Spartans.
It looks like it, as they're still playing catch. As number 4, Korea taking it. Passing back out to number 16, Hefferman. Hefferman cutting behind the net. Hefferman trying to go in a full circle. Pressure from Bliss. Gets around Bliss. Shot wide right. As it looks like it's going to stay Spartan ball. As it looks like the Spartans will get it, as Galenius will take it. As the Big Blue get the ball back. Transition has been a great game for the Big Blue, as Puzo will take it. Puzo to Keeney. Over to Piero. Piero passes to Ciciotti. Big Blue slowing it down, passing to Puzo. Puzo to Keeney. Tripp with the ball. Over to Clopton.
9:02 left in the third.
Clopton looking for someone to do as she passes to Laundry. Laundry getting around one defender. Laundry loses it, but it'll be a whistle. So it looks like Laundry will take the throw-in. Dangerous pass as Tripp recovers. Tripp to Clopton. And whistle is blown. Clopton couldn't get around.
As it appears the call is going to be hooking, but nothing. What is the word I'm looking for? I'll find the word eventually, but it's going to be passed over to Laundry with 8:04 left in the third.
Laundry pressured from multiple defenders. What can she do? Passes inside, bounces off the ground, and it will go to the goalie, Salila. Excuse me. Spartans taking it up. Pass over to Semkowicz. Passes inside. Back out to number 18. Over to Tata. Tata cutting inside. A little commotion going on in front of the net as Tata will still try to score for these Spartans. Pressure from Bliss as the whistle will be blown. As they're still passing it around with LaPrade with the ball. Spartans trying anything they can do to score here to try and cut the lead down to 5. Dangerous pass inside, deflected from Quagrello, leading to a transition for Tripp. Tripp out to Piero. Piero to Puzo. Great opportunity for the Big Blue as Puzo brings it up. Pass inside to Ciciotti. Sorry, Josh.
It's all right. As you were saying, it was a great transition. As the season progressed, Swampscott has definitely shown that they had great opportunities to find the openings, as they had numerous. As the score is currently 7-1 with 6:13 left, as whistle is blown, presumed dead.
As the pass from Clofton to Tripp led to a penalty, as it looks like it'll be a penalty shot for number 5 for the Big Blue, Cecilia Tripp.
And it looks like it actually going to be is a penalty shot. Hopefully, if we're correct this time, it's going to be a shot for Tripp.
Tripp running inside, shot deflected off Solila, but Laundry will recover. Pass inside, back to Tripp. Tripp double teamed as the shot will be saved. The Big Blue have definitely got some great opportunities. Haven't been able to connect on one yet in the third quarter, as the Spartans will try to score the first goal in the third quarter.
Cecilia looking for an open teammate. Almost picked off by Clopton, but whistle is blown, making the play dead.
So we're waiting for a call on the referee. Little confusion here as the refs will have a little conversation. Shouldn't be anything too major, as we'll get back momentarily.
And as I believe the little chit-chat is over between the refs, it's going to stay with the Big Blue with a pass starting off the game with to Laundry. Excuse me.
Laundry cutting inside, getting around 3 defenders. One-on-one shot just high. As the extra effort from Ciciotti will lead to the Big Blue ball with 4:38 left in the third quarter. Ciciotti with the ball. Over to Piero. Big Blue passing it around, not rushing anything, trying to get their 8th goal here. As the pass goes to Clopton. Bless you.
Thank you. 4:13 left in the third. Whistle is blown. Swampscott definitely doing a great job on offense and definitely only letting 1 goal pass. Their defense is showing no sign of stopping anytime soon. Neither is their offense. As
possession time for the Spartans has been very difficult, as the Big Blues still have possession, with Clopton trying to find a person to pass to. As she does, she finds Tripp. What can Tripp do here? Tripp passes out to Laundry. Laundry trying to spin around the defender. Dangerous pass inside to Piero. And it's a goal for Piero! 8-1 for the Big Blue. A great pass leading to the one-on-one with Piero. That'll be 8-1 for the Big Blue.
Definitely a great goal by Piero. Definitely showing the teamwork with the pass from Laundry over to Piero. Piero getting right and close up to the goaltender and finding the open area, making it a 7-point lead with 3:37 left in the third. As we go back to center field
for another face-off.
Showing their, as Swampscott's definitely showing their sign they want to, as they want to continue this tournament going on into the second round, winning against whoever wins against the game of Linfield and North Reading.
As it looks like the Spartans will win the face-off, giving them a chance to score a goal here, as possession time has not come easy, as I said previously. Spartans having to fight for every inch of the ball, as there will be a whistle blown and it will remain Spartan ball. Heavy pass inside to number 18, that's Simkowicz.
Once again, we are sorry if we are mispronouncing these names. We are trying the best we can.
As nothing is intentional, as there's a great opportunity for the Spartans to score. As Correa will take it. Correa passes out to De La Santa. The Spartans passing it around. Calling for a pass is Correa. Can't find the pass, as the Spartans will slow it down. 3:37 left in the third quarter. Spin move, pressure from Quagliarella. Whistle is blown. It's against the big blue. It'll be a great opportunity for the Spartans, as it looks like it will be. Penalty shot for the Spartans. So it looks like number 16, Heffernan, will take it. Heffernan cutting inside, save from Kaplan. So it'll stay Spartan ball.
Spartans had a great opportunity to score there, denied by Kaplan, making it still a 7-point lead for the Big Blue with 3 minutes exact left in the third.
Kaplan has not had to do much this game, with the possession mainly leaning towards the Big Blue, as the Spartans will hold the ball now, trying to score their second. Pressure from Tripp, passes over to Roy. Passes out, whistle is blown, and it looks like it'll stay Spartan ball. Pressure from the Big Blue, Clofton will find the ball, gets around one defender, whistle is blown, Clofton doesn't take it.
Clofton's not stopping, she wants that goal.
Clofton does not stop. Clofton passes out to Laundry.
That
Laundry in the goal! 9-1 for the Big Blue. What a pass from Clofton, as Laundry will score the goal, making it 9-1 for the Big Blue.
Definitely a great goal by the senior captain and graduate of the 2024 school year, making it 9-1 with 2:12 left in the third, making it a little bit harder for the Spartans to come back from this. But there's still 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and there's 12 minutes left in the fourth.
As anything is still possible, the Big Blue look to make it more and more unlikely of a comeback, as the score is 9-1, as we'll go back to the center for another face-off.
And back at center field with Puzo with the win of the draw. 2:09 left in the third.
Puzo with the pass to Piero. Piero inside to Ciciotti, as the ball will roll, and it looks like it'll roll out of bounds. So it looks like the Spartans will recover as they try to get their second. A little under 2 minutes left of the third quarter. Pressure from multiple Big Blue attackers, and whistle will be blown.
As the ref is holding up a card, and I don't believe it's going to be good, Paul. I don't believe that card is a good card. Nobody wants to see that card.
No card is good in the game of lacrosse, as the Spartans will take the ball now.
I saw a certain card come out. I thought it was for one of the players, but I guess it's just a pause of game.
So it looks like it'll be a yellow card on Puzo. We just received word. So there'll be a 1-minute bench as Piero intercepts the ball. Hit from behind, whistle will be blown, as there can be no advantage here, as the Big Blue look to take the penalty.
And as number 12 for the Spartan comes off the field, it's back to the same exact advantage. Piero with the ball. 1:25 left in the third. 9-1, your Big Blue.
Piero will take the penalty. Passes inside. Tripp with the bounce shot, no good, as it rolls just left. As the extra effort from, actually never mind, as the Spartans will recover possession. Deep pass, just high. as Wall tries to get it. Wall of Campa, Blitz will recover. The Spartans definitely picking up the pace, putting a lot more pressure as the pass is out to Quagliarello. Quagliarello with a deep pass inside to Ciciotti.
50 seconds left in the third.
The Big Blue will try to get it will try to get their 10th goal of the game with a little under a minute left in the third quarter. As the pass is inside to Tripp. Tripp getting around the defender. Tripp one-on-one. Tripp shot just left as it bounces off the left post. Would have been a great goal for Cecilia Tripp. Instead, it will remain 9-1 Swampscott.
And with that, the final 20 seconds of the third period comes up. And it looks like Swampscott's going to keep the ball with Tripp.
Tripp with the ball. Passes to Clopton. Clopton fakes one move. Clopton cutting inside, shot, and it's a goal for Coco Clopton. A powerful shot, bottom left corner, leading to the 10th goal for the Big Blue.
As with a pass from Tripp over to Clopton. Clopton rushing in to get the goal. Finds that open route, shoots, goes on the bottom left corner, past it. I think
right
past
the
net.
Lilla.
I think the pass of the net, past the stick of the goaltender, making it a 10-1 game. Swampscott up by 9 with 5 seconds left. I don't think there's no coming back from this.
As there's nothing Salilla could do there besides just watch that ball go in as we go back to the center for a 5-second face-off. As the Big Blue win it, Laundry has it, but there's nothing it can do as time expires for the third quarter. With the score, your Swampscott Big Blue 10 and the Oakmont Spartans 1. So we'll cut it to Joey on the field. Joey, what can you see there on the field from both sides?
As we could see here today, we are now at the end of the third quarter. We have seen many great plays thus far. We have seen plays such as a layup, or as my cameraman down here, Alex, he said the quote-unquote alley-oop of Lacrosse. We had Clopton pass over to Laundry for an amazing layup shot into the goal for a nice goal. And we just ended that quarter there with a shot on her by herself from Clopton, which went in. It was also a great quarter for Piero, scoring 3 goals thus far. That's great to see from an upcoming freshman who is already on varsity. Well, that's all I have to say for now. Let's go back to Josh and Paul.
Thank you, Joey. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. After this, the fourth and final quarter. Will Swampscott continue to score, or will the Spartans come back in a major scoring lead? More at fourth. And we're back for the final 12 minutes of the game. Your Swampscott Big Blue leading Oakmont Spartans 10-1, a 9-point game between the two. It has definitely been a very action-packed game, right, Paul?
That is correct, Josh, as there's been many goals for the Big Blue. 10 so far after 3 quarters, as we'll go back to the center for a face-off. As both number 13s for both sides will take the face-offs. As the Big Blues 13, Coco Clopton will win the face-off, as Laundry will bring it up. Clopton with the ball. Over to Tripp. Over to Ciciotti, throws it in the air. Can't hold on as the Spartans will recover. Transition time for Oakmont as the whistle is blown. Passes over to Roy. Roy back. And then the pass will wind up to Korea. Korea trying to bulldoze her way through, but whistle is blown as she'll continue with the ball. Passes inside. Nope, is deflected. Pressured from number 8 for the Big Blue, Wall. Oakmont really taking their time as they don't have much time, being down by 9, having to start pick up the pace a little bit. The pass is inside to Korea.
Spartans really have to score in this period or it will be over as soon as they know it. Only the first round of the MIAA tournament for both boys and girls lacrosse. With 10:30 left in the fourth, Swampscott still up by 9.
The Spartans will keep possession as they haven't had much possession throughout the game. This is definitely a plus so far in the fourth quarter as they spin. Pressured from Quagliarello and Clopton, but the whistle will be blown.
And I appear that was a flag in the ref's hand.
Looks like the flag will be thrown. It will be a penalty shot for the Spartans.
Will the Spartans score on this one?
Shot from deep as it is saved from Kaplan. Great save from Kaplan, keeping the score right where it is as she passes out to Ciciotti. Ciciotti to Tripp. Tripp taking it up. Tripp passing out to Piero. A lot of open defenders as the passes to Laundry. Laundry with the tough pass inside to Clopton, and Clopton, great catch. She passes out to Tripp. Tripp faking one way as she passes out to Piero. Tough pass as the Spartans will recover. Tripp tries to get it, can't. Deep pass. Passes up to number 18, Simkowicz. Pass inside, open net, shot, and it's a goal for number 19, Galinas, making it 10-2. A great transition play for the Spartans as it will be 10-2 with 9:03 left in the fourth quarter. Josh, what do you have to say about that?
It's definitely good to see the Spartans actually scoring on that shot. Excuse me. As it's slowly but possibly still going to be the same exact way as it is. The Big Blue aren't done scoring yet. They're just giving them a little break time to give the Spartans this time to catch up and actually try to score a little bit more points on the board. But still, it's an 8-point game. Swampscott 10-2 with 9:03 left in the fourth game of regulation.
As that was a great transition play. 3 passes leading to a goal as the Big Blue will win the face-off. Tripp taking it up. Tripp getting around one defender, looking for a pass. Finds Clopton. Clopton finds Laundry. Laundry back to Clopton. Clopton somehow still has it as the shot is saved. What a save. Would have been a great play for Clopton as instead it will remain Swampscott ball as Piero takes it. Piero with the 1-foot pass as the pass inside to Laundry. Laundry still holding on to it. Laundry looking for a pass. Whistle is blown. It looks like it's going to be a penalty shot in a great location. Pressure from behind as Laundry finds the pass to Clopton. Clopton pass inside, tough pass as the Spartans will recover. 7:50 left of the fourth and final quarter.
I think the Spartans are more concerned on using defense. They don't want Swampscott to continuously have the lead as they just got it down to 8 points. It's still 10-2 with 7:38 left in the fourth. Still trying to hold on.
As any goal here from the Big Blue will make it anything but over as Tripp takes the ball. Pressure from Tripp. Tripp over to Clopton. Clopton cutting inside. And whistle will be blown. So it looks like it'll stay Swampscott ball. So it looks like Clopton will take the penalty shot. Clopton inside to Tripp. Tripp shot and scores!
And with that, it's going to be 11-2. The Big Blue up again by 9.
A great pass from Clopton on the penalty shot, leading to a one-on-one opportunity with Tripp, and Tripp will gladly take the goal there, as that is her first of the game, and it'll be a 11-2 Swampscott. So we go back to the center now for a face-off with 6:48 left of the fourth quarter.
Definitely has been a very impactful night for both sides of this. As both teams. As I lost a sense of words, but both teams are doing a great job trying to get scores on. Mostly for the Big Blue, they're doing a great job on scoring. Spartans have definitely done a great job on defense.
As we go back to the center, as the Spartans look to win the faceoff. So there's a lot of commotion going on. Clopton fighting for it, but whistle is blown. As that is a yellow card called on Coco Clopton with 6:40 left of the fourth quarter. That'll be a 1-minute benching as Clopton got a little too aggressive there, as the Spartans will try to take advantage here.
No, I wouldn't blame her. Both teams came to win.
As both the boys and girls have been very physical games, as neither of them wanted their season to end, as the Spartans will take it up. Passes inside to number 18, Simkiewicz. Trying to get around, no goal as it looks to remain Spartans ball. Bliss couldn't get there in time, as it will be another great opportunity for the Spartans.
6:15 left in the fourth. Swampscott up 11-2. Spartans still trying to fight for dear life, trying to stay in this game.
Cutting inside, shot way off. As it will go out of bounds. No, it looks like it will be recovered from the Spartans. 5:50 left of the fourth quarter. As the pass is inside to Kaplan, Kaplan will hold on. Whistle will be blown as it looks like it will remain Swampscott ball as Kaplan passes. Looks like it'll go to Burse. Quagrello trying to get it, can't. She's still fighting for it. Despite the lead, the Big Blue are still putting out 100% effort as they're trying to bring it up on transition. Tripp looking for the pass. Instead, it will go to Laundry. Laundry over. Big Blue having some great passes inside as Piero will find the ball. Piero out to Tripp. Tripp back to Piero. Piero over to number 12, Keeney. Keeney to Laundry as they look to slow it down with a little under 5 minutes left of the fourth quarter. Cutting inside is Laundry. Laundry, tough pass inside, but they will recover as Keeney has it. Piero scooping it up. Piero pass. Clopton's back in. As Tripp will get it. Big Blue passing it around very nicely, not getting any turnovers yet as Clopton will get the ball. Clopton cutting inside, gets around 3 defenders. Powerful shots will go out of bounds. Would have been a great play getting around 3 defenders. Instead, it looks to remain Big Blue ball.
As the time is winding down, almost 4 minutes left exactly in the fourth. Swampscott up by 9.
So it looks like Clopton will take the penalty shot. Clopton cutting inside, bounce shot and in!
It's another goal for the Big Blue. It is up by 10.
Coco Clopton making herself known this game with another goal off of the penalty, getting 3 goal contributions with just penalty shots as we'll go back to the center for another faceoff. 3:32 left of the fourth quarter as we'll go to the faceoff. Just an outstanding game for the Big Blue. Josh, what do you have to say so far?
I definitely say Clopton's goal to that after being benched for a minute is saying, okay, you're putting me on the bench here. I'm losing my sense of words. It is a one-sided game right now. Swampscott up by 10 against Oakmont Spartans.
Just a great game as Clopton will get a revenge on the yellow card after having to sit for a minute as Clopton will win the face-off. Whistle is blown. Clopton ignores it, keeps going. Clopton trying to go all the way. Now we'll slow it down with a little under 3 minutes left of the fourth quarter. Laundry with the ball. Inside to Clopton. Can Clopton get it? The ball nearly rolls in, but it will be scooped up by Salila. Spartans with the pass now, trying to bring it up. Some could say that it will be too little too late if they score, but they will still try with 2:30 left of the fourth quarter. Spartans passing it around. Pressured from Tripp. Tripp making the opponent lose the ball, but whistle will be blown. High pass inside, spin shot just high. So that might have been a pass actually now that I look at it.
From the looks of it, it looks like it was a shot on goal, but luckily her teammate was there in the right moment at the right time. 1:50 left in the fourth.
It's pressured from Bliss, not trying to get the Spartans to score their 3rd goal of the game. Fake one way, great pressure from the Big Blue. Inside shot, can't get the shot off as the Big Blue defense said no to that with 1:30 left of the fourth quarter. Looks like it'll be a penalty shot for the Spartans. Shot, and that's going to be a goal for number 16. It looks like it could be Heffernan, making it 12-3, cutting the 10-goal lead from the Big Blue down to 9 with 1:17 left of the fourth quarter.
It is good to see that the Spartans are finally trying to catch up on goals, but I don't think they're going to catch up to 12 anytime soon, as there's less than under a minute 20 left in the fourth. I feel like Swampscott's going to walk away with this one, making it 12-3.
This game is anything but over. Some would say too little, too late, as it is 12-3 with very little chance to a comeback.
And with that, no word of who won the Linfield versus North Reading, of who the Swampscott team will be facing in the next round. And as I'm just getting word from our athletic director, Miss Kelly, it is going to be an away game down to Sandwich. It is not going to be against Linfield Reading.
As the yellow card will be called on number 4 for the Spartans, Korea will have to take a seat for the last minute and a second. So that will do it for her, as the minute detention will basically do it.
And with this, it's the final 60 seconds left in the game.
As the Big Blue will still try to score, as Clopton will try to get the team's 13th goal of the game. Clopton hit, as it looks like it'll be a penalty shot now for the Big Blue.
With the time still winding down, 43 seconds left in the fourth.
Clopton taking the penalty shot, as she's been very good from the 8-meter line. As Clopton will take it, bounce shot and in!
And it's back up to 10!
Clopton bringing the lead back up to 10, double digit. As we'll go back to the center.
And as I just realized, it's 13-3, and Coco Clopton scored the 13th goal of the game, making it a harder game to win for the Spartans. And that will, and that is going to cause the Big Blue going down the coast all the way to Sandwich for the second round of the game of the MIAA lacrosse tournament.
So go back to the center now. Most likely just going to run out the clock with a little under 15 seconds left in the
final
quarter.
10, Paul. It is all here, and it's going to be a win for the Big Blue. Swampscott winning 13-3.
As that will do it, with the final score being 13-3. An outstanding game for the Big Blue as they had a great offensive and defensive game. As we'll cut it down to Josh on the field.
Joey's down on
Joey
the
on the
field.
field.
I'm right next to you, Paul.
As we'll cut it down to Joey momentarily.
Joey, it has definitely been a fantastic game. 13-3. Joey, how do you feel about that?
Okay, so we just ended it off here. This is the complete end of the game. This is the only time I believe we will be seeing a home game here from Swampscott, but we ended it off there with Oaktown Regional, and their last goal was Afferden. Afferden had a great goal as their last goal on the regional team, but we had multiple goals from Swampscott. We had, as I counted, 3 goals from Coco Clopton, one of them being a penalty, 2 of them being pass shots. And we had the first-time goal for Cecilia Tripp in this game, which was indeed very nice to see. It's always great to see a player get their first goal. But for my final statement, all I'm going to say is I hope you had a good time because me and the crowd know that we did. And this is the end. This is it. We're just going to go back to Josh and Paul, and I'll see you next fall season.
Thank you, Joey, and you are correct. As both teams, boys and girls lacrosse, are on the road for the rest of the season. And with that, all good things must come to an end, Paul.
Unfortunately so, as that will do it for us at Swampscott Big Blue Athletics this season, as we wish both the boys and girls good luck in the second round of the MIAA tournaments.
And with that, it's our final goodbye, our final curtain call. Swampscott coming out on top, going down the coast to Sandwich, with the score being 13-3, your girls lacrosse. Other than that, I'm Josh Harriman, and I'm with Paul Varvunis. We say goodnight, and we'll see you football season.